Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently working on getting our economy boosted up a little bit, although realistically we don't need to boost up our economy. What we really need to do is get our force limit up. That would be a very good way to go about this, but we do need to work on our economy a little bit insofar as we need to get our... What's the word I'm looking for? Manufactories. That's the word. We need to get our manufactories online. So we're going to definitely work on that. And we can build like a little bit under one per month at our current gain rate. But a large amount of that is due to our corruption, right? So honestly, do we care about rooting out corruption right now? It's dropping naturally. So I think the answer to that is no. We're going to let it drop naturally, and we're going to make a lot of money every year here. Now, do we want to upgrade this? 5% trade efficiency? Yes. We're going to get that going. That's going to be a big boon for us, but we need to get as many manufactories as we can built before the spawn of manufactories in 1650. So that's going to be, only like 13 years away at this point. We definitely need that. So we're going to just go through our list of manufactories here and build all of them. Is this great project worth it? Eventually, yes, but currently, no. Okay. Beautiful. So let's get these manufactories underway. And we're just... Oh, I want to sort by improvement amount. There we go. We're just going to build these everywhere. At least... everywhere we make at least a ducat a month. I'm not sure how low we want to bring this down. I mean, we could just do the same 0.1. That's going to be basically the same thing. Oh, I wanted to give Waco away over here to Armenia, Mississippi. So let's go ahead and do that. We should be able to do that at this time. And we can grant that on over. Fantastic. That doesn't need to be our territory. Let's see. Yep, this all looks good. No problem whatsoever. So we can continue to build these manufactories. We're now at the point where we're building about 2 per month. Almost 3 per month. There's a core finishing up, and we do want to get these coring as soon as we can, but we're currently working on missionarying them. That's definitely a verb. We are definitely missionarying them. Cool. So these are just standard manufactories, right? We're not interested currently in building any of these others. We're just building manufactories. So that's cool. We can see where we've already got manufactories in the blue, or actually the blue is just indicating that... No, that is indicating that it's already built there. The gray is also apparently in some cases indicating that. The blue indicates that we can't build more buildings and that it's already built there. Okay, interesting. Regardless, we're going to continue to build these everywhere. The more of these we build, of course, the better off we'll be. So another month tick comes in, and we can get ourselves another 2 manufactories queued up. And we'll see if anybody decides to declare on us again, but I'm currently not planning on doing any major expansion for the next couple of minutes anyway. Mostly because what we need to do at this point is work through the quantity ideas. That's very important to us right now. And we're working through that as quickly as we can. So that'll be fine. I don't like this embezzler option, but sure. Okay, let's take a look at workshops. Okay, it's not great. And there are a few cathedral options here too. Let's actually get all these cathedrals done first. They are much cheaper, and so we're able to hammer through them a lot faster. And that'll increase our income, meaning that we can build more manufactories a little later on. So we'll wait for the month tick here and continue to work our way down to the 0.1 margin. Beautiful. We can now grab conscripted garrisons. Okay, we don't really care about that so much. Our colony over here is now self-sustaining. So we definitely need to come over here and do something about that. We're actually going to gain the 5 devastation rather than pay for that, because I don't want to pay for it at this exact moment. But we will send a colonist down over this direction. Beautiful. No coring that we can do at this exact moment, but that's fine. Oh, that's another colony finishing up over here. So we're going to head out over this direction. Wonderful. Okay, more fire temples. Make sure to sort by improvement amount, and away we go. Cool. Can actually build this one. Sure, but now that our payment came in, we can continue to construct these. There we go. Boy, there's not that many more. There's a few more, but there's not that many. The Armenian-Brazil treasure fleet arrived and brought us some fancy gold. Cool. And how are we doing on our constructions at the moment? I mean, that's going to make us a lot more money per month. That's for sure. And we can actually grab Admin Tech 20 here. That'll give us 250 governing cap, which is very, very important. As well as, I believe we're already ahead of time. We are. So we're not going to gain 20% production efficiency. It'll just bump it up to being there for the next 22 years. So there we go. That governing cap is very important, though, of course. That'll make things a lot cheaper for us. Fantastic. More cores finishing up. And we're going to get another core finishing here very soon. We're converting both of these right now. But let's get those fire temples finished up if we can. Or actually, these are cathedrals, not fire temples. Fire temple is the lower level one. Okay. So let's get these queued up. There's not that many more of them that we need. And sure, in terms of investment, they're not as efficient as manufactories right now. But that's fine. They don't have to be. So we're done with those right now. Beautiful. And now we can go back into our manufactories. Sort by improvement amount. And we can continue making some of these. Beautiful. Okay. So we're definitely 9 of 8 diplomatic relations, huh? Well, we're going to wait for some of that to drop in aggressive expansion. That'll take some time. I'm hoping that these missionaries finish up soon. And in fact, they will. Well, actually, okay, we'll allow Armenia and Canada to do that. That's an aggressive war that they declared, so we will not intervene in that. I want to check in on our conversions, though, because this in this tab here keeps saying that it's going to be finished today, and it just keeps moving forward. So what's going on with that? They have religious zeal. They are not going to make progress. We're going to cancel those. Sort by unity. And then we'll do that. Cool. And then we'll need to core these. That'll cost a bit. Okay. That's completely fine. So Armenia and Canada is expanding on their own. Because they aggressively declared the war, we are not going to be interfering in that war at all. That's their business. So, cool. We'll sort by improvement amount and build a few more manufactories. We should be able to get around 12 to 15 queued up here. Beautiful. And we're starting to see efficiency drop-offs. That's fine. We want to get all of these built eventually. There we go. Cool. So how are we doing economically right now? Reasonably well. Moroccan separatists over here. Okay, I was hoping that that wouldn't happen. For the time being, we're going to have to bump up our army maintenance. Actually, with our army maintenance up, we are now positive in our income by 141. That's not too bad. It's not the kind of speed I'm looking for. But we're going to have to run this for a couple of months because we want these guys to get a little bit of morale here. We're going to give them 2 months. And then we're going to head in. they should recover almost to full. They did recover to full. Beautiful. In we go, and then we will take this over. Colonialism, CB, on Korea. Hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Korea, where are you at? Out over here? That's not that close to us. I mean, Brunei is starting to colonize over here. We will have to take that from them eventually, but sure. I'm not too concerned about that. So we're going to hop in here, and we are then going to immediately drop our army maintenance. We don't want to drop it necessarily to empty because we're going to have to replenish a little bit. So we'll just do 1 tick above it. Yeah, we're reinforcing 79 troops per month. It's going to take a bit. We'll try to ease the tensions. Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue building manufactories. Sorting by improvement amount. That's the opposite of the improvement amount that we want. Sure. Okay, Armenian Canada also declared war on Cheyenne. That is not them getting declared on. They are declaring. So we're okay with that. Rains bringing fertility is all fine. Cool. So there's more manufactories constructed. No problem there. And the reason we're not trying to go after Congo or Imarina still is purely financial. Purely financial. We want this income level, which means we don't have our army maintenance up. We want this income level for as long as possible so that we can get all of our manufactories queued up. That is of a very high priority right now, shall we say. Cool. Ah, we can now get another idea, and that's expanded supply trains. This is huge. This is huge. Because that will give us our land force limit modifier plus 50%. That then means that if we go into our military tab, we are no longer over our force limit. Which means if we go into our economy tab, we're now making 1.72k. Our army maintenance just was cut in half. That's huge. We're in a core 1 of these. We got some Gaulish zealots. That's unfortunate timing. We're going to walk down here. Let's see how much we're making with our army maintenance up now. If I can scroll this. It's so laggy. Okay, we're still making over 1,000 with our army maintenance up. So let's leave it here. Cool. So now we don't have to worry about our army maintenance. That's beautiful. I'm going to spread these guys out. They don't need to be taking attrition. And that was with our units getting reinforcements as well. So there's some of that going on too. We're currently spending an extra 12 ducats per month. That's kind of an irrelevant number of ducats. But there we go. So no problem here. We'll get that taken back. And now we're not concerned about that anymore. So that's perfect. We will continue to convert. Our colony in Bermuda is now self-sustaining. So we're going to continue to colonize various areas out over here. I wouldn't mind colonizing here. And we'll give that a go. We'll see if they switch locations on us. They could. We'll get that coring. Beautiful. And we're now making only around 1,100 per month, which is a little bit down, but we don't have to worry about rebels anymore. That's a big, big benefit for us. So we're going to go ahead and make a few more manufactories here. Cool. We're not including subjects at this time. This is just in our territory. Although, I am noticing some things going on in Cuba. Interesting. Our truce with Imarina is now over. And at this point, we can think about a military expansion. That's definitely a possibility. That's controlled by Brunei. Okay. And that's Safala. Sure. Imarina has this up over here, but they're not going to be able to get anything really up over this way. We have basically everything. Although there's a little bit of Greenland up over here that we haven't colonized. We might want to do that. These guys did move. Let's actually go ahead and go colonize Greenland. There's not much to be done here, but that's fine. We'll get that done. Gain 50 admin power for half a point of corruption. Honestly, I don't think that's worth it. I really, really don't. So we're going to convert Luba next. Beautiful. And the question is, do we go to war this episode, or do we just focus on getting manufactories made? I'm leaning towards the latter. Just making manufactories this episode, and then next episode we're going to be in an even stronger economic position to be able to move in. I think that's fine. More mercs are available, sure, and we'll gain 100 extra population. That's wonderful. Cool. That's a conversion finishing, and we will continue to convert. We're still at 78% here. There's a bunch of new merc companies. Beautiful. 50% chance of 9 noble. Okay, we'll just gain that small amount of autonomy. It'll go away on its own. That's fine. We can definitely seize land here, which we'll do. Cool. So no problem here whatsoever. I think that we just continue to work on getting manufactories done because we're on the clock on that. We've only got 8 years before the manufactories institution spreads, and the more of these we have built first, the faster we'll get it. So I think that that investment is completely worthwhile right now just for the institution. And then we'll go to war after we're done with this section. That'll be fine. Ooh, Armenian particularists. Okay, I didn't actually expect them to rise up. Sure. Good thing we have our maintenance up. So I guess we'll deal with these. That's another good reason not to go to war right now. Just checking where all they are. There are a few down over here that we can go in and take out pretty quickly. Up over here, no problem. Over here, there's a good number of them. So I'm going to put leadership in here. And now that we do have all of that done, I'm going to get us another leader. So we'll do something along the lines of this, and then we'll bring in this leader and come on in here. These guys can come in over this way, like so. These guys can come down here, although they'll be a little ways apart. It's mostly over here, as usual, that the problem is. But we'll come on over there and over here. This shouldn't be too bad, in theory. So we'll get some of these guys grouped on together and brought in over here. Yeah, I didn't expect particularists here, I'll be honest. But it's fine. It should be fine. We're going to send these guys around. I don't want them to go this way. I want them to go that way instead. And then we're going to come take on that. Cool. Anything up over this way? Other than this. Okay. Sounds good. So this will cost us some money. There's no doubt about that. We win this battle, and we're going to start grouping in over here. We're going to have a lot of rebels being successful in the short term here. I wasn't paying attention to particularists because I didn't think they were a particularly big problem, but here we are. And we happened to get our economy under control in time, so it's all good. These guys, they can... I was going to say they could walk up. They don't have to. I think we're okay. Cool. So we've got a lot of this under control, as it is. Yes, they're going to get some of these locations. And yes, that's okay. Cool. So let's take a look at some of these battles. We have this battle out over here that finished. I'm going to send both of these units up over this direction. There we go. We've got this one that finished successfully. we'll head on over, and we've got this battle as well. Cool. So we'll just start crushing these guys. These should arrive in time, and indeed they did. We won another battle. I'm not exactly sure where that was. I clicked through it and probably shouldn't have. That was this one. Okay. Sounds good. So these guys can head on in. We won a couple more battles, including this one, which these will head out over here. And this one, which is actually done. We don't need to do anything else there. We're going to be spending a good amount of money on reinforcing troops right now as we deal with this. So that's going to be a little bit unfortunate for us. But it's fine. We'll head up over here. We finished up the battle in Italy, so we'll head over here as well. Particularists are... There's a lot of them, but they're not amazingly strong, right? So it's not a big deal. Okay. We won a couple new battles, including this one, which we will head up over here. And this one, which will head over this way. Our numbers are starting to drop. So I would like to put a leader in here, but we can't. We're just going to have to hope. We lost a battle up over here. That's unfortunate. Those guys got stack wiped. For the time being, that's okay. We'll leave it be. Nope. We will not. That stack was the stack that kept them from entering a coalition against us. Cool. So with that in mind, we will need to replenish these. Anytime people start entering a coalition against us, we will get another stack of troops. That's the way that this is going to work. So where do we want this stack to go? Well, they were wiped from up over here, so we'll put them in over there. Cool. Yeah, they're all going to enter a military coalition against us until our troops finish construction here. We lost the Battle of Kabul as well. Oh, these guys didn't arrive quite in time. Okay, so we're going to need to recruit another template name over here, which we'll go ahead and do. And we lost a battle over here too? That was 2 more. Okay. I didn't expect to lose that battle. But we'll get that all recruiting up. So we're definitely going to need to allow ourselves to regenerate a little bit. There's going to be a lot of coalition entering for the next little while until our troops get put back together a bit. So we'll head up over this direction. Cool. And we'll figure out exactly how many troops we need to replenish to keep them from being in that coalition. It'll take them some time before they start doing any, like, punitive wars or anything. I'm going to let these guys regen for the moment, and we're going to head over, actually, here. Cool. We won that battle in Kabul. So that's fine. And we're going to start getting recruits in very shortly here. We just need to increase our on-paper numbers here. Gonna get these guys moving over to cap back that territory. Welcome to the faith. People have stopped joining the coalition, it seems. Which is a pretty big deal. Well, they're gonna walk into us. We're gonna let them do that. They're not leaving the coalition, but they've stopped joining it. That's very important. And we're also going to queue ourselves up a few additional manufactories here. So we'll sort that and make sure that we spend down our money a little bit. There we go. Cool. So we should have no real problem dealing with this. Now, these guys are all going to be stacked together here. So we're going to wait for this battle to end. And then we're going to come in and reinforce this, because they have a lot of numbers here. We're going to bring these guys over to there. Okay, they're entering military coalitions here. We're going to walk over this direction to try to deal with these, but our numbers are quite low. Okay. So we may need to continue to build additional armies here. In fact, I'm going to. I'm going to recruit 2 additional armies. How much do each of these cost to recruit? Okay, like 600. Doable. And we'll recruit another unit up over, like, here. There we go. Fantastic. So yeah, they're entering military coalitions against us. This is unsurprising, because we had a few stack wipes happen there. But we'll definitely get that sorted, and no real problem there. So these guys are not really strong enough, right, to attack here. Even, I think, with this leader. We lost a battle up over here, which is worrying, because I think that was a double stack. No, I think that was actually a single stack. Let's go up here and... No, that was definitely a double stack. So we're going to have to recruit another stack up over here. This is not conformed, so we'll conform that stack. And we're just waiting for our month tick here. Come on, month tick. There we go. Now we'll recruit again. And we'll recruit that stack up over here. And I'm going to recruit one more as well. We have the cash for it. So we'll recruit this stack, I think, over in, like, the Egypt area. There we go. So we're making troops very rapidly here. And we're going to cap back this. We've almost got the particularists under control here. I think we can now safely attack these guys. And we'll move in over this way. There's a lot of military coalitions happening here, to be sure. But it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will get this all sorted out, and we'll get these coalitions gone. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Ken2In, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cameron, Martin Lawrence, Jens Graham, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.